morning, everybody. It's Kelly from the County of Brant Public Library again. Today we're working on a needle booklet. Great little idea. It's a nice little gift to give away. Christmas is coming up and you'll learn this just in time for Christmas. So what we're doing is we're creating a cover for our little booklet with material, and the rest of it's going to be felt. So you're going to sandwich your felt between two pieces of material. I've literally just folded the material over. You can see, I've given myself a little bit of room on the top and all the sides. This is the folded side here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to do you think, oh, this is going to be sandwiched between the felts on the top. So bear with me. You're going to do a running stitch all the way along two sides. Okay. You can see I've kind of already got started. And a running stitch is really just holding the felt in place so it doesn't move when you flip your material over. Okay. And you're only doing two sides because you've got a folded side, which is one side that's sealed up, and then you have to make sure you're going to bring your felt to the inside. So I'm just going to kind of trim this. I just gave myself a little extra material. I prefer that way. Okay, I'm just going to trim it a little bit. So literally I just did a running stitch on the two sides, starting at the fold and going to the top part here. Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're going to flip your felt to the inside, and so that it's like a little pocket. If you're a sewer, you kind of understand where I'm coming from. It always messed me up when I had to do good side to good side. I think, well, that doesn't make any sense, but once you get onto it, you get the hang of it. So you've created yourself a little pocket. Don't worry about your stitches because you can take them out later. Okay, that's really just to hold your stuff in place. Okay, so that's going to be the starting of your booklet. Okay, so as you can see, I've got this one kind of started already, and I'm going to do a blanket stitch all the way around just to hold everything in place. Okay, and if you've never done a blanket stitch, I always work from left to right. I don't know if that's because that's just the way I've always been taught, or if it's because I'm right-handed. So you can decide how you want to do it. But that left-right makes total sense to me. Okay, so this is the side that has to be folded in because you've got the open side. So you're going to fold it in. And what I've done here is that I put just a piece of elastic between the two layers, and I'm going to sew that in as well. That's going to be to hold your booklet in place with your button. See that? And this elastic I found was from an old mask that I had, and you know, like I might as well recycle when I can, so that's what I do. So working from left to right, I'm going to do the whole outside of my cover. Okay? So I'm just going to show you quickly how to do a blanket stitch. Make sure you're going to really tack that elastic in there, okay? See, I've got it pulled out already. So it's going to go into the little hole there. You can glue it in, you can tack it in just with your needle and thread. That's fine too. So there's a little hole in there somewhere. So you get the idea anyway. You're going to put that in there. So I'm just going to show you how to do a blanket stitch. I'm actually going to do it on a different piece of felt, and then you'll see. It'll be easy to see. So you're going to do the whole edge of that pouch, or the cover I should say. Okay, blanket stitch. Come up from the bottom. Why am I making such a mess today? So you're going to put your needle in, and you're going to come to the bottom of your fabric, and you're going to pull your needle up so it makes it like a little U. You see that? And when you pull your needle up, make sure your needle is between your thread on your one side and thread on the other. So that's what makes it hold everything together. They do this, this is one of the oldest stitches I think I've ever seen. And it's used even regularly on blankets and stuff, hence the blanket stitch. And a lot of sewing machines come with it now, that you can do it on the sewing machine. So as you can see, I've created a blanket stitch. Try to keep your stitches fairly consistent. One thing about a blanket stitch is you can actually add a little bit of interest to it, because you can make one stitch just small, one stitch short. But if you're going to do it once all the way, try to keep them consistent. Or you can do an extra little pattern by making one tall and one short. If you need help, you can always pop into the library. I'm glad to show you in person. So you're going to do that all the way around your cover, so that holds everything together, and make sure that you put your elastic in to hold, so you can put your button on later. Okay, so now you've got your cover created. You're going to add the inside. So I'm strictly just going to do felt on the inside of mine in 3 different colors. You can do however many you want. If it's too thick, you got to be careful. I'm just going to cut that off because it's just annoying. Okay, so you're going to have to get it so that you might have to trim your felt. Depends on how good you're measuring the original one. So this one here, I've got 3 pieces. And I've done it so that you fold it. And you're going to stitch this one down. Actually, I can do that now. Where's my needle? Kind of in the middle of your booklet as well. I'm just going to do it quickly just to show you. So you're going to stitch that one down. You're going to do it nicely. And you can do nice thread. You can do multicolor thread just to add a little bit of interest to your booklets. Okay. And you're going to do that for all 3 of them. But you're going to do them back to back. So then you're going to open that one up, stitch it along there. Can you see that? Stitch it along there. That one's stitched down. You're going to do the same for the orange one. So then you'd have 3. So then when I was done, I actually did a stitch all around, so I held those together. But the fun part about this is you can decorate your booklet in multiple ways. Okay, on the back side, I put like a little triangle to hold a pair of scissors. And then it's pretty little, so you'd have to have a really small pair of scissors. I've got a nice pair that I have sitting beside my desk at night. So then you're going to put extra felt on different places. So that's where your needles will, I don't know if you can see that, just so that your needles stand out a little better. So I'm going to, you know, add one there, maybe one there, some circles. Just have fun with that. The circles, I just did the blanket stitch on them again. I did this before I attached it to my cover. Just made it a little bit easier to do. You can do it however you want. It just made it a little easier to do it before I attached it to the cover. And then once it's all put together, you got your elastic, you're going to put your button on. close it up, and then you have your nice little needle booklet. They come in handy. And if you're like me, you're always losing needles, so you at least have one place to look for it. See you later. Have fun. I hope you enjoy the project. Bye for now.